In the words of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, I quote, "Because it is 2015, unquote. It is time to fully reconcile with Indigenous peoples of Canada in recognition of our spiritual connection to the lands since time immemorial, our Aboriginal treaty rights, and the historical disposition of our lands and loss of culture and our self-sufficiency for generations. Years of legal battles and never-ending claims and negotiations over the title, destruction of culture and traditional way of life, combined with rising social issues and a fast population growth, programs and services to maintain a reasonable quality of life for Indigenous peoples, these are mushrooming. In the name of trust, respect and honour of Canada's Indigenous peoples' contribution to Canada and the wealth generated from hundreds of years of extractions from our traditional lands by forestry, mining and industrial exploration, it is time for reconciliation through revenue sharing, and it is long overdue. In the spirit of Canadianism, our unique and unifying values and the international humanitarian reputation, I propose that our Prime Minister, our First Ministers and parliamentarians give due, fair and full consideration to an Indigenous Natural Resource Revenue Sharing Act, a legislated royalty or levy of 1 to 2% on all revenues generated from natural resource extraction for profit, and industry costs that will ease the taxpayers' burden for fast rising costs in programs and services to Indigenous peoples, now estimated at $8 to $10 billion annually. These revenues should be placed in a trust fund or Indigenous treasury to be overseen and managed by a legislated body made up of financial experts, Indigenous people and federal cabinet representatives. A consultative process should be undertaken to create the mandate, structure and scope of this fund or treasury. It is time to put historical Indian claims in perspective of modern realities. My objective here is to see developed through partnership the basis for a shared economy and responsibility for a truly balanced quality of life between Indigenous Canadians and all others. Thank you, Dwight Dorey.